capture desktop audio. I'm gonna go to Twitch because updating things on the phone or in OBS doesn't work. There are too many things in front of me. No, that's behind me. She's sleeping in the very corner. She has her face pointed towards the corner too. Okay, this is edit. Does this campaign have a name besides Pop's Playhouse? Okay. Yeah. I'm working on it. Let's see. I only see please stand by. That's because we're not it's not done yet. It's my sister. Okay. Yes, really. So do I want to deal with OBS? Or yes, OBS is what I want because we do this and capture window. No. Window capture. Cool. Oh, cool. I see. Hey, why is my PNG too big up there? I put effort into those pixels. Well, someone put a lot more effort into those pixels before me. Not bad. Slightly disturbed. Slightly. There's now 4 people living in that place, and it just seems like mass chaos to me. And unhappy people. Yeah, that's what it feels like. But you know, I'm not. I'm obviously I'm not in their situation, so that's just the chaos it seems to feel like some days. Yeah. We should find some like fair games, you know, little carnival games, and we should kick ass at them all. I mean, why not? Isn't that what we're here for? Ooh. Just say the word. Coward. Why? Jarnathan? Not Jarnathan. God damn it. No.
Notice he doesn't deny it.
I've been batting it around back and forth whether I want it to happen or not. Just simply because I know that Pops will do a roll, will make me do a roll to see whether she gets pregnant or not, and then I will probably have really shit luck that day.
Now,
So
didn't he
it
like
comes
say
down
pretty
to
much the
I don't care
exact
what
opposite
you
of that?
do. I'm not role playing sex with anyone. Like I'm not.
I never
Not fucking
asked you
happening.
to. Didn't
Good,
ask
good.
you to.
Okay, now what
Like,
happens if Jai were to offer you a gift card for, say, $50 worth of pizza bites if you engage in ERP with him?
75 and you got a deal.
both, you can both go fuck yourself because my boyfriend won't go for that.
Well, that's just it. They're not involved.
Yeah, but he
Well,
normally
what if
is
he wants to
a
watch?
bound. No,
No.
ain't fucking happening.
Wow.
God, I'd be able to eat for like 2 days on $75 worth of pizza bites.
Right?
Well, then,
2 days? I actually. Yeah.
Sarah can send
I
you
mean,
a
if you could
$75
pound down
gift
like
card.
what,
I mean, you just start nuking them throughout the
7
day.
whole boxes worth of pizza bites in 2 days, like I'd be surprised if you weren't diabetic by the end of the second day.
You'll be fine.
Now, how many pizza bites do you think you'd get with $75?
You get 5 packages per one box, and one box was $10.
Well, you might need to make it 80 then, so you can actually get.
Well, no, I'm accounting for tax at the $75 limit.
Ah, right, taxes. Stupid
So
government.
the pizza bites, those are like those little mini bagel pizzas, right?
Yeah, they're like the mini
yeah.
bagel pizzas. You get 12 per one pack, and you get 5 packs per one box, and
Love
you get
bagel
one box
pizzas.
for $10.
Bagels are great.
Yeah. You can nuke them or you can bake them. Either way,
Yeah. So like it's all
All
a
right.
matter of how much effort you want to put in. Either way, you're still getting pizza bites.
I know. That's why I said $75 worth of pizza bites.
Here's the question.
Taxes.
Here's the question though. How many pizza bites would it take to sate your hunger without you gorging yourself?
For like a lunch or a dinner or?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, if I was to do it, it'd probably be like 1.5 packs. I'd be good at 1.5 packs, but I could get by with just one. But again, if money wasn't an option,
then we'd be eating much better pizza bites than that.
yeah, no, I get like the top tier pizza bites. I get
hire your own chef to make you
cheese,
and make
maybe
you pizza
pepperoni
bites.
slices to throw on top of it, just to sit there and make it cheesy and pepperoni, like more pepperoni, more cheese. Maybe some bacon bits, like the actual bacon bits, not the fucking bacos that are like the fucking whatever you bacon
freeze dried bacon
croutons.
something.
Yeah, like that fucking.
Dude, I could eat like a whole bottle of those bacos and well, be extremely thirsty, but happy.
Well, yeah,
They're more salt than bacon.
if you're gonna go big, if money isn't an option, why would you settle on bacos when you could just go with bacon bits?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now here's a real question, Pops. Say Jai is willing to buy you $500 worth of pizza bites every month. What erotic services is he getting for his role play?
Dude, at that point in time,
none from Pop. Okay, so 2 things.
I don't know, like, if you're going to go that masochistic, do I just reward the favor with sadism and just kind of like CBT that shit,
No.
or
No.
Okay, two things. One, no thank you. And two, Sarah, I don't know where you think I'm getting all of this money from to like just throw at Pops. If you guys want to throw that kind of money at him, go right ahead.
Oh, right. Okay, Pops. It's not $500 a month. It's £500 a month.
500 pounds of
Ooh.
pizza bites. I think that's more than a couple
No,
$1,000s.
£500 worth of pizza bites. You know the currency?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like by the measurement, that's outrageous. I
No,
don't
not the
think
weight
you eat
measurement.
that much.
The currency measurement.
Yeah, pounds and
Yeah,
I don't
because
want
remember,
less.
no, it will be
British
more
pounds.
because the British pound is higher than the American dollar right now.
It's like what? 1.5 per.
I don't know.
No,
I'd
it's
have to
more than
pay
that.
someone probably the fucking difference to sit there and change it over to a USD so that I could actually buy the fucking pizza bites.
Or you could just bank the pounds, and the bank will auto convert it.
Yeah.
Do they do that for free?
They can, so maybe it's going into that and then coming out of the account.
Son of a bitch.
And it won't adjust the price whatsoever?
It would be like with the current rate and such, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if it's just a fucking, not a one for one, but obviously the conversion over with no additional fees or anything like that, and no ups in taxes, or me having to fucking pay tariffs or whatever, then sure.
I mean, you have to pay
But then
shipping.
the question still stands. Like,
Well, actually, no, you
at
don't.
that point in time,
No, you're. It would technically
it,
get you more pizza bites.
I know, but like I said, at that point in time, like, if you're throwing that much food and that much money at one person, because that's enough food for me for the month. That'll probably last me 2 months, to be honest.
Bless you.
Because
Thank
I'm a
you.
fat ass, but I really don't eat all that much. I just don't fucking work out and don't exercise. And I'm
Same.
stagnant after work.
Oh,
Can I rant about something on that for a moment? How is it that you can be like a fat ass, not eat that much, and still we don't lose weight? It's like, what the actual F?
Oh, it's because after work, I'm so fucking exhausted. I just don't go. Like, I should go to the gym. I should eat a
And
more
I don't think
nutritional diet instead of
I
pizza
feel like that
bites
every
and
day.
fucking buffalo chicken.
I don't think it's.
Fair
I
bet.
don't even really think
Right.
it's that because like a lot of people say the amount of weight you lose is correlated to how active you are throughout your day, and you could be the most active person on the planet and still not be losing weight. It to me that's weird, and a lot of people would then say, "Oh, it's because you're like got slow metabolism now."
No,
Like
no, no.
fuck
It
that.
has more. It more has to do with your metabolism, what you put into your body versus your output of calories. Like,
Seco.
I truly don't eat all that much. I maybe eat 2,500 calories a day, which is a little bit
Hmm.
more than what most Americans actually,
Asti?
or a little bit more what the average of what's
Isn't he?
supposed to happen per day, because normally the average is supposed to be around 2,000. I eat around 2,500, but
I eat a lot more
the
than that.
outcome comes to what you do throughout the day. And outside of work, I am not active at all, so I don't lose weight really.
Hmm.
I stay at about 280 pounds, and because my only active time is when I'm working, and when I'm not working, I'm not fucking active at all. I'm really not active. I really should be, I really need to start making a little bit more money
Jeez,
doing
I'm
some
not
oil
even.
changes and stuff like that so that I can get money to go to the gym.
I'm
Really,
worse
it would
than
only
half
take
your
like
size.
five
It's terrifying.
oil changes a month, and that would pay for my gym subscription because they got the gym that's like right next to me has a fucking indoor swimming pool, so you can
Ooh,
swim all year round, and
is it
I
heated?
like
Well,
swimming.
that's
We
a
have
stupid
that as
question.
well, but I wouldn't necessarily do the swimming thing because just I know how to swim, but I just have that kind of like fear of
Drowning.
drowning. Yeah. It's like I
That's what
hate
arm
going to my
floaties are
cousin's
for.
place
Just get the arm floaties.
and still end up drowning somehow. I hate going to my cousin's place because he lives right next to the sea, and he always is trying to get me to go down to this like the shorefront with him and his kids, and I'm like, you can go. I'm staying on dry land, thank you very much.
Oh no, I would 100 like the sea is definitely somewhere that I would stay away from. But outside
What?
that, like lakes,
What?
well, yeah, you go out too far, you're fucking dead.
I mean,
Mhm.
same thing with a lake, man. Same thing with
Really?
a river.
No, I mean like you get dragged out. Like,
Yeah,
and the ocean is a lot more bottomless than a fucking lake.
it's only got to be deep enough for you not to be able to breathe again. Which I guess is
It
the
doesn't
point.
even need to be. It
So,
doesn't even need to be that bad because
But I
like you
guess the
can
only lake that
drown
I've
in a
really been
teaspoon.
around would be the lake from my hometown, which is a complete man-made lake. So,
those are intriguing.
well, they kind of had to because the town that I grew up in was basically very, very bustling, and then the flood of I think 72 or 73 happened and tore up the entire state. It is
I've
the main
returned.
reason why
Welcome back.
the town that I grew up in was not the uh, county seat
Because it got
because of that
flushed away.
flood that tore through it and destroyed pretty much the entire town.
So, Asti, how are your bowels?
He hasn't spoken.
Is he even really here?
His
Oh,
stream's
sorry.
live.
Yeah. Sorry. Could be better. Could be worse. I forgot I turned on push to talk for purposes of D&D.
Oh, good. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm
fairly short.
worried. I'm worried he might have. I mean, granted, I haven't had any symptoms yet, other than feeling zero energy. Of course, that could also just be that I've been, up late taking care of him. But, yeah, I'm hoping I don't get the flu because I haven't had the flu in fucking 13 years.
Okay, so then I'll put it to you this way, bud. If I can have at least most of my players here on a different day, we can do this some other day. It'd have to be before Christmas, but we can do it on a different day. It's just everybody has to, well, not everybody, but more than 2/3 of my player base has to be here. Do you
Yeah,
guys
this
want
is
to
just
do
the
that
one
so
off.
we can have more time?
Normally I would have been here already, but yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't realize I was going to have another late night.
Well, yeah, because at this point in time, we've only really got an hour and a half of playtime, like realistically speaking. I don't want to do that to you guys. I want to give you guys something that you can sit down for and not feel like it's a waste of time. So, do we
I
want to
wouldn't say
move
it's a
this?
waste.
What I mean by that is that an hour and a time would not be, substantive for people. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll feel like eating Chinese food. 15
15.
minutes, you're going to want more. So do you guys just want to move it to a different day? At this point in time, Tuesday and Thursday night are open for me. And the week after that, let me take a look at the calendar because I can move it there. if need be. Tuesday and Thursday. I can run it. Sorry, not Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. On the 17th or the 18th in the nighttime, I can move it there.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, I meant Wednesday or Thursday.
And that'd be
On
18
I
and
can try
19.
Thursday.
Sunday on the 15th. Don't want to, but we can try meeting up on the 27th. I know it's in between Christmas and New Year's. I generally don't have that day open for myself.
Then
I can
don't.
open it if we need to.
All right. Well, if you don't have that day open for yourself, leave it as such. But right now, the 15th is fully unknown for me. I can tell you for absolute definite, I cannot give you the 18th and I cannot give you the 19th.
I'd say just go now and what we cover because, quite frankly, at this point, it seems like a waste to show up and not do anything, and if it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sitting down with you guys and asking if that's what you want to do. Because one person's sick, the other person's not here for work, the other person is fucking here but also sick. That's why I'm asking you guys if you want to move it to a better time.
I don't know that
Don't
I'm
mind
sick,
hanging
but I
out.
don't have a lot of energy. Is my is the only. I can do what I can.
All right. So
And Zero apparently just clocked out of work. He popped in on the chat, so.
Oh, nice. So you might show up a bit late then.
He probably won't be here by the time we get done.
then
Well, I mean, the point was to get started, get rolling
Yeah.
anyways, and then
Yeah.
integrate as
If
we
he
go
shows up, he pops in, and great.
Okay. So. Okay. Now, as I said before, there's a couple of things you guys can do. The last thing that's planned as far as getting into the session would be, or getting into the last half of the day would be the King's speech, but there's a bunch of things that's open. I know that a couple of you have been a little more battle hungry, so we could do it that way too. I can have a couple of encounters planned out for you. Or by that I mean throw a couple of encounters at you and see if you
I like
survive.
the idea of an all-out bar brawl.
Alright. So.
Did you say bar brawl?
Yep.
Yeah, that's also an option.
Well, he is a dwarf.
I like
Although
where
I
your head's going
suppose
with that.
muggers would also be an option.
Now, would that be like we're doing all of our abilities, or we're just like fisticuffs the whole way, or
No, if you kill
toggling non-lethal
somebody,
damage?
that's gonna be yeah. If you kill somebody who ain't escalating the situation to murder,
Non-lethal
your character
damage.
will, yeah, your
Crack
character
their
will
skull
be
open
charged.
while screaming
Right.
non-lethal
What I'm
damage.
saying is, what I'm saying is, do I got to use my fists, or can I do non-lethal damage with Eldritch Blast?
You cannot do
Spells?
non-lethal damage with magic.
Yes, that.
You can't do non-lethal with magic, unfortunately. But I do have like, if you guys just want to go into a real combat scenario, I can open up the arena and let you guys either fight against monsters or whatever.
Zero says he's getting dinner from Sheets and then going home. I don't know what Sheets is.
Neither.
no,
Sounds like he's going.
in all honesty, if there's combat tonight, I'd rather just opt out and listen to the combat. I don't really want to do the combat.
Okay. What would you like to do first night?
This
I'd
session,
actually
this
really
last
like.
session is open to all of you guys to do whatever you want. That's what these last few sessions were meant to be before I start throwing you guys into a scenario that's not as optional as what it has been.
In all honesty, I'd actually really like to hear the King's speech. I know it doesn't sound like much, but hey, I mean, if somebody that important has something to say, it's good. It's a good thing to listen.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it's supposed to be like the finale of the festival, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or like right at the
But I'm
finale.
also on that front. I'd like to see how you guys do in combat without someone shitting at the balls.
I mean, no
Well,
different.
a bar brawl, you're not going to be shooting anybody's balls. I mean, well, you
Right.
shouldn't be.
No, but
Hey, you
they're
can
also
call
talking about
non-lethal
going to
damage
the
on an
arena.
arrow.
Not with ranged attacks, you can't.
Aw.
It's gotta be melee.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
You're also
gotta be
talking
melee.
about fighting it. You're also talking about fighting at the arena, like a one-shot fight kind of deal.
Yeah, there's a couple of fights that I could do for you. It's everything's completely optional because, as I said before, like this was meant to be you guys wrap up what you want your characters to do as far as individuals. That's how I've designed this: is that you guys can do whatever you want, and then after that, it's gonna be like get go and planned and shit like that. Well, more planned.
I kind of want to find Sierra, so you guys will stop fucking with.
You wanna do what, Asti?
I said I kind of want to find Sierra. I identified her name as Sierra. I went back to the VOD. I found it. It's in the chat or in the Discord. And well, it's not really a kind of. I've been wanting to, just I haven't had the time to. But everybody's been talking shit, so
You're tired of.
because nobody knows. Yeah, because nobody knows that I told her if you need anything, you go to Mercury, tell her I sent.
Okay. Actually, that sounds like a plan. I kind of want to open up a little bit on that one. So we'll jump to that first. All right. So where did I leave
I,
you guys off last time?
Isabel had just helped us all with our drunkenness with the soup.
Right.
Ah, yes, the soup.
And I believe that was the last thing we did. I'm
No,
amazed
I
I actually
could have
remember.
swore like what was
No,
happening
there's
with
more
JB's
after that.
character. I know that she was there as well.
She came back. Isabel did some cooking, and Asti transformed into a werebear. Broke
Oh, yeah.
wind, apologized profusely, and entertained some children.
Right.
There you go.
I forgot about that. Yeah, and I completely caught Lorathana off guard. She had no idea how to behave.
Okay. So we'll go with around lunchtime. You guys are back at the clan hall. I am making up the clan palace in the upper city. Just give me a second. Like I'll probably have it done before the next session. This being said, you guys
Real quick,
get back.
Pops. Zero says that he will join us for whatever bit we have left, and that Gargax has been doing family things. But did Gargax learn his son's name? As he said, along with Palinus.
And you said people gave you crap about your one night stand.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're not the only one with family problems.
Hey, I would remember my kid's name at least.
Really? What's her name?
Haven't met the kid yet. Wait, what? Now you're telling me I have a daughter?
Where were you raised?
Would you remember if you did?
I was raised in a broth.
There you go.
I don't have to my knowledge, I don't have any kids yet.
That's exactly the point.
No, I have a family. They're just a bunch of whores. And the other family, I don't remember.
Point.
And the other family, I don't remember them because I have amnesia. Because this is a JRPG.
Right.
Need to find you a good husband to settle down with.
Oh my god, not that again.
All right.
Those characters are all dead except for the mouse.
Magnanimous.
So you guys head out
So
into the
rolling.
bustling streets after you guys had your meal for lunch, which I'm not going to go into because time. You see a couple things in the Undercity. People are still bustling. There's still, like, you see a couple of street performers. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't need a murderous rage right now.
Yeah, you better not. No clowns, man. No clowns.
What are they, mimes?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
well,
even worse.
actually, you know what? Mimes are not clowns, so we'll do it that way. You see mimes just all over.
What's and what's
A
wrong with
couple are
these?
getting into a fight with a clown.
Really?
You see one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do this for you. If you want to join in, you can.
Time to kill a clown, baby.
Exactly. You can go right ahead. Like you see that the clown like looks like he's kind of bound up, but there's nothing around him except there is. Wow, one of the mimes has like a lasso, but not really because he's just throws a rope lasso that isn't really there and then just tightens it.
What clown? And Spike just walks over there, pulls out his axe, cuts the guy down, grabs what's left of his corpse, squeezes him till his spikes popping everything, and then just lets it all run to the ground. Brushes himself
Yeah.
off.
Exactly. And then after that, like after you do all that while he's bound, it would have been a critical hit because he was bound anyway. Um, you see the kind of one of the mimes walk up to you, kind of like tap you on the shoulder from behind, and he holds up like one of his gloved hands for a high five.
Heck yeah, I'll high five him.
And thus enters the war between the clowns and the mimes.
I know what side I'm fighting for. It'll be nice and quiet too.
One side will be. All right. Now that I've added that arc there. Even fucking like that was just all fucking spur of the moment, but yeah, that actually sounds interesting. Fucking war council, and then just have the fucking mimes versus the fucking clowns.
Now you know the world I came from.
Yeah, mime army.
Saying who's the better entertainer of children or some shit like that.
That was Asti the juggling
Jesus.
bear.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll put a pin in that particular thing. You're given an invitation to a particular location in like 2 weeks from now.
Awesome. First rule about Fight Clubs: we don't talk about Fight Club.
No. No one talks about Mime Club.
Yeah.
Just because, Mime Club.
Exactly. They just gesture randomly.
So you guys do go at after you guys see Spike just completely eviscerate a fucking clown there.
Does he have like a rainbow wig like stuck to his pauldron or something?
Oh yeah, and instead of intestines and shit like that coming out, it's like fucking funfetti.
Disgusting.
All the PG related shit.
The mimes didn't want to ruin their show with, quote unquote bloodshed. While they
Oh
take
no,
care of
like that.
somebody.
No, it's just fucking. What do you think clowns are made out of? They're just funfetti ice cream and fucking
And
Evil.
pure
evil
concentrated
magic.
evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
There will be a day when there will be no more clowns.
Is that a
Hello.
Zara?
It is me. I am not home yet. I'm stuck in line. But anyway,
Okay.
Ah,
don't blame me.
So after you see, you know, the weirdness of the insides of a space clown,
Fucking clowns.
yeah, you do happen to catch, you know, a couple of people who look like they're down on their luck or not surrounding, but in a couple of alleyways on your way to the upper city. So not everything's really happy in the lower town. When you get to the upper city, it'll be a little bit better, but in the low city, it's kind of not the best of situations. That's why you guys are moving up.
Better not be any clowns there either.
Worse, harlequins.
Oh no.
There is one person in particular who's kind of sitting close to your guys' clan house.
Better.
Looks kind of familiar. You feel like you've seen her before, but you can't quite put a pin on it. In any case,
You said,
yeah,
hey, you said she's sitting near. I would remember.
Apparently we can't remember.
yeah, she looks slightly familiar.
I mean, I'd have had a whole ass night with her, so
You had a whole ass night with a lot of hers.
and hymns.
yeah, but this one was different.
This one was
very
different. I remember this one. It was special.
This one's coochie vibrated. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, God no.
No.
It might have. Now this one did thing.
As far as nights to remember, this one was kind of mid-tier considering you forgot all about her.
I did not. That is bullshit. Oh my god, I literally said that like however long ago it was that the encounter happened, that if she ever needed anything to come to Mercury and say I sent her.
But this might not
It's
be
not
that
my
girl.
fault we haven't. It's not my fault that like we never had the opportunity to like reach back.
All right.
But I did say several times, including right after that, I said, okay, if you ever need anything, if something happens or whatever, you need anything, you come to Mercury, tell her I sent you, and I will face whatever consequence.
Okay.
Mercury,
well, she's right there.
All right. So you're saying I see her, right?
You see somebody who somewhat resembles her, except her appearance is very shabby. She, as far as like nobility or anything like that, is almost non-existent, and the life looks like they're almost out of her eyes. Very, very destitute is what I'm saying.
Wait, why would she be destitute if she came and got everything that she needs from our clan house? That doesn't make any sense, because if I told her to come to Mercury for anything that she needs, and then she's here, then
she's not in your clan house. She's in an alleyway outside your clan house.
So you're saying she never went in there?
I didn't say that.
Maybe you should ask her.
There we go.
Oh my god.
I know. Didn't
Take an
feel like
RP,
there was
man.
an opportunity.
All right, I'm gonna approach her and I'm gonna look at her and kind of slowly approach, and then I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and I'm gonna say, Sierra?
Who? You. You're the one who did this to me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did what to you? I told you way back then, before I had to go off on adventures and do all kinds of missions, I said, come to the clan house. I told you where it is, and I told you to talk to Mercury and say that I sent you and that I would bear any responsibility for any little thing.
And what do you think that I did? I tried explaining this to my father. I tried explaining it to whoever you said, and she just said that she doubted that it was mine and that it was yours and that you had anything to do with it. Said something along the lines of, if you would have told her that in the first place, that that would have been the truth and she would have believed me. And you never did.
But I don't tell lies, so that doesn't make sense. And Mercury knows this about me, that I do not tell lies. And that I would not just send any random person to use my name like that. I have never done so before, and I wouldn't ever do so unless it actually mattered. As far as your family, well, I can't really help that. But I can say that we have gained, what's the word I'm looking for? To my knowledge, we have gained status in that you should be fine. But I always meant to take care of you if anything happened because I knew exactly what could have possibly happened. Considering I'm pretty sure I was your first, and well, you did tell me that you actually no, you told me that you had originally been saving yourself for marriage.
Oh,
You're
Asti,
right.
how could you?
I did. One night of drunken stupidity later, and my entire life got flipped upside down.
Well, then of course it's mine, and I intend to take any responsibility I need, including with you.
There's no
So
with
if we
me.
have to, so if I have to take you to Mercury myself and clear this whole thing over, I can do it. Because I refuse. If I can sit there and give all the money, most of the money that I've earned to help the people that I consider my family back at home, then obviously I will do whatever I have to by.
There's no point in it.
How do you figure there's no point in it?
You notice that she's by herself.
Okay, so wait. Now you're telling me the kid is dead?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so we will do whatever we have to do to fix whatever's going on. All I need you to do is tell what I need you to do is tell me what happened, what is what, and we will handle it.
I know where she's at. It's just.
Listen, I was abandoned as a child. I have no recollection. I already told you this before when we had our night together. I'm not about to let the same thing happen to my own.
She
And it
wasn't
also
abandoned.
infuriates me. I'm not abandoning this child, is my point. And it also kind of irks me that if the child very clearly looks like me because, hello, I'm a drow. Pretty freaking obvious if something if a child is half drow.
No, you're
There's
not
not
the
a
only.
whole lot.
You are not the only drow in the city.
Yeah, but how common are.
As a means of a race, you're fairly uncommon, but seeing as how
Exactly.
this is basically the central trading hub,
Right, but
It's
she also
basically
knew my
where
name.
everybody goes to meet up in the entire country to basically trade and negotiate. So
She also knew my name. She also came from nobility. Mercury knew about the party that we were going to, or the wedding rather. So
yeah, but she didn't
my
know you
autistic ass.
actually. She didn't know anything about this woman because you never told her that specifically.
That was my own mistake. But she also knows I don't lie. My autistic ass will find the loophole.
Yeah,
It
to
is also
err is
possible
human
for
and to
another
lie is
character
human.
to lie to her.
I've never lied to Mercury.
That still doesn't change the fact another character might.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna just send anyone. That's what I just.
That's
said
what I'm
earlier, that, like,
saying.
Why do
How
you
can
think
she
she's
verify
directing?
that you sent her?
Yeah, the
well, she showed
the
up with a
point of the matter
child
is
that's half
that
drow and used my name.
oh no,
First,
she just showed up herself.
yeah, she just showed up pregnant. There's no way of just
No,
looking.
not
Oh,
even that. Not even that. She just showed up herself.
there you go. She might have been pregnant.
She wasn't pregnant. It was after conception or after birth.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
So hold on. So she did or did not have the kid when she came to Mercury?
she did not.
As in she was
If
pregnant
she
or already
had
had
the
given
kid,
birth?
where do you think she would be? She would still have the kid. You forget you're dealing with nobility. There's a whole lot of shit that's going on.
All right, well, time to throw hands.
Politics are shitty when it comes to nobility. You have to look good.
Well, I got the notoriety with the king now, so let's fucking go.
Right. So she goes on to say, I know where our child is at, where she's at. The problem is that I'm afraid to go in there. Most women would be.
Well, it's a good thing you don't have to go in alone.
I'm not, no,
if
you don't get it. I'm not going in there as a woman. Either as a nobility or as a woman in general. I'm not going in there. I'm not
Then
going to
I
be
will.
made into one of them.
Then I will.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I was abandoned as a young child. I was taken in, and I had to live a horrible life in a brothel. I am not going to subject my own flesh and blood to any kind of the same. Should it come to that, it is not going to happen on my watch. And if I have to, I'm going to transform now into werebear form.
Oh no.
You're going to do that in front of somebody who's already half deranged.
You
Okay,
have better
fine.
emotional insight than that.
Let's just say I have some tricks up my sleeve that will make things happen.
Fine. Then you
But I will.
and I should probably meet up with my father so we can come up with a plan to do this. We can't do it today, but I just
And listen, it's my mistake that I didn't tell Mercury in advance. I thought I did. Sometimes I'm absent-minded, so that is my mistake. And I will talk it through with Mercury later, and I'll probably be punished for it as well, and that's okay. But I will still do what's right.
might be a first time.
I wouldn't say that. I did tell you that
Again,
that we were going
at
on
this
an
point in time, she feels she is talking to the person who completely ruined her life.
takes two to tango, though.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter. She's so distraught and like maddened that as of right now, she's teetering on just trying to kill you and then kill herself and trying to stay sane.
Oh, I'll be there every step of the way.
Welcome to the ugly world of medieval nobility and politics.
Yep, it sucks. And I've already painted it as such that nobility kind of sucks in medieval times because it's all farce. It's all about looking good.
Oh, they're gonna be real upset when they find out that I'm probably higher status than. I just don't know it yet.
In any case, at this point in time, Mercury will step outside and she notices that you guys haven't exactly left and went into an alleyway, and she comes out and says, "I thought you guys were going out about your time to go and celebrate." And she peeks over and sees Sierra and you. "Hey, you! I thought I told you that I don't tolerate liars. Why are you still hanging around here?"
She's not a liar, Mercury. She was telling the truth. I just apparently forgot to tell you myself before we left on those journeys. But no, um, I told her specifically to come to you and to say that I would take any responsibility, which that's how I talk. So I'm a little bit surprised you didn't take that into consideration. But no, she's not lying. And now I have to take some actions to make things right for her. And if you wouldn't mind, and I will, of course, take whatever punishment you have to give me, if you could help me with her mental state. And because apparently um, I made a baby, and I'm not about to let that baby be abandoned like I was.
has it been long enough? Like, has it been that long?
I mean, it's been a year, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. The dance has happened a long time ago. You guys were gone
Okie
for
dokie.
quite a bit. In game time, it happened like 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like that episode was literally about 2022, I think. I don't even.
It was like right after you guys slew Xena and went to another wedding. It was a political marriage, but yeah, no, that happened a while ago.
I hadn't. I don't even think I was living in Oceanside yet.
So
Because we had a lot of time where we did not simply did not have any sex.
yeah, it's because shit happens. But I'm happy that we were able to keep the game going for as long as we have been, and hopefully we can keep it going a lot longer. Outside that, Mercury just kind of sighs and calls you an idiot under her breath and tells you do realize that you guys are going to have to really look into more staffing. We can't just keep taking bums off the street and letting them drain on the resources.
Oh, absolutely. And I came up with the idea that once we deal with the situation at the brothel, the girls that are working there would absolutely prefer, and I know them because I grew up with most of them, and even if I didn't grow up with them, I knew them simply because, well, we spent almost every day together. They would absolutely be willing to work as actual employees and not as slaves.
Asti, we need skilled people.
I mean, hey, you'd be surprised where some of them came from. What some of them were doing before they found themselves where they're at. Most of them trafficked, most of them drugged, kidnapped. Some of them were the daughters of blacksmiths that had learned how to do things. Like they're
Whatever.
not
I'll interview some of them, and if they're skilled enough, I'll take them. But only if they're skilled enough. I'm not going to take in somebody who's just useless.
Oh, of
So they'll
course.
have to
I mean,
live up to my expectations, and even you aren't doing that.
how am I not living? I'm doing all kinds of things. I've gained powers. I have been engaging in this party. I saved a village from getting eradicated from a dragon.
You remember she's a wizard. When she sets her expectations, they're damn near impossible to achieve.
Yeah, figures.
She kind of looks over and says, "Go in the house, talk to one of the maids, and get cleaned up. We will discuss your living situation."
She can use my room.
Mercury looks to you and says, "As if I need another one. No. Until we figure everything out, she will be living separate from you."
I never said I was going to put another baby in her. I'm just saying that she's my responsibility,
Enough.
so she can use my room.
No.
She uses that, and her word at that point in time echoes at the word enough, just echoes throughout the entire Undercity.
Imagine.
I have made my decision. You come. She looks to the rest of the party and says, "I do apologize about this irritation. You guys enjoy your last day of, or the rest of the day of the celebration."
Corbin nods.
She smiles and escorts the ex-noble lady into the clan house. All right. So with that and the mime situation out of the way, now there's two arcs that we can explore. Well, no, I'm going to be tying in one of the arcs, but
You know
there's
what?
two
I
arcs.
just want to say I was so tempted to use my Pikachu move from Zero's original poker roll campaign, and I was going to show her my butthole.
I don't think that would have gone well.
I also believe that's something she's already seen.
She would have casted Mend.
Oh.
Mend or mend butt crack?
I mean, at that point in time, it's the same thing.
So she would have mended. So Mercury would have mended my booty hole, damage that she was the one that likely caused, or was it Earl? No, not Earl. Wait, yeah, it was Earl, right? Wait, what's the name of the fucking
Earl is the werebear.
Earl was the werebear, right?
Yep.
Wow, and I even knew that after who knows how many months of not being able to attend.
Well, that was also your bromance, so.
Well, yeah.
Well, he was also
there's
your
no way that-
romance.
What?
Well,
No, that was great.
that was his second bromance. Because you got to remember, the elf representative is actually his other bromance too.
Oh,
How many bromances have you had?
Look, he's a bromance kind of guy.
actual bromance.
Listen, if it just like his character is decided to be the muscle guy, so that's what we're going with.
Oh, yeah, wasn't where we met freaking Grimm's character that he also had that bromance.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the Elven King.
exactly. The one super muscular elf that basically looks extraordinarily different than normal elves. Because he was super muscular. And as a joke, I made him into basically an Alexander Louise Armstrong of the elf race.
Wow, it's been a while since that session. I heard a laugh in the background.
No, I think he killed himself.
I mean,
Died.
listen, it's just easy to imagine, and like Alexander Louise Armstrong with just pointy ears.
It's glorious.
But okay, you guys head into the upper city. You see that the Coliseum's still got a couple of fights going on. The bustling in the upper city is kind of heading more towards the palace as the day is starting to draw, not towards a close, not the day itself, but the festivities are starting to ramp up to its ultimate climax.
Oh, really?
Outside that, some stalls are shutting down. The stall with the goblin has shut down. He went back to basically his fine dining area and the opposite end of the town, and basically everything's ramping down. Some stalls are still there. The magic sales guy that you guys got a couple of items from on the first day is no longer there.
Makes sense.
Instead, you see just a bunch of sand where his cart used to be. Like a whole pile, like almost a mound of sand that is just like not characteristically there.
So he turned himself to sand to transport somewhere else. Magic is fucky, man. What do you want? It's magic.
Outside that, there's still a couple of like food stalls that are open last minute, but they're not really like good. Like they're decent, but it's more like, what do you call that? Donuts and like actual sugar donuts, and what were they called back?
Mini
Funnel cakes.
funnel
Yeah,
cake?
funnel cakes and cotton candy and shit,
Ah,
and maybe a hot dog stand or two. And one place that sells dwarven ice.
oh boy. How many people? I hope they have a first aid kit nearby. A cleric
Oh
on
no,
staff.
I just
I can't
the
believe that.
dwarves
I
right
can't
now
believe
are
that.
in the dwarves right now are in the northern mountains, and the northern mountains are extraordinarily icy and wintry. So basically, what ends up happening is they export like ice cream and what would be called Italian ice, but there's no such thing as Italians in my world, except for
Right.
one. But you haven't seen him yet.
Oh. Giuseppe.
I was gonna go with Luigi, but okay.
Wherefore art thou, Giuseppe?
Luigi Giuseppe.
Topical, but he's the best brother out there. So
Luigi's trending. Speaking of which,
I know.
Luigi, like Mario Luigi?
Probably
No.
that and the name because of, the CEO of a scam basically got iced.
Oh, United Healthcare?
Yeah, yeah. And the guy who allegedly did it was named Luigi.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so Luigi's trending, but not for the best of reasons. Well, depends on how depraved and psychotic you are, because there's a lot of people, that were, but honestly, a bunch of hypocrites. But
I mean, that particular, like outside D&D, that particular thing, I can understand it from both sides. I really can.
oh yeah, I'm
I've
50-50 on it, but like celebrating
I
it, like
went
and being
through
like, oh, I want him to
healthcare.
have my baby.
Yeah, I went through healthcare and shit like that, and when I had to get my kidneys examined to figure out why I had kidney stones, the people at the place that was going to get it was like, "Oh yeah, no, your insurance was going to cover all of it," and now I'm $500 in debt to a healthcare place because they lied to me. Which it isn't on them; they don't necessarily write the rules, but I can
Ignore them.
understand it personally on my end because now I have to pay $500 for something that I was told was generally going to be covered.
Yeah. You can just
No,
not pay it.
I completely agree that the health insurance in general is a fucking scam, and the fact that we need it is fucking stupid. I don't necessarily have the
Some
best
insurance
solution
is a
for it, but yeah.
scam. Let me put it that way. Health insurance is a scam. I will definitely 100 agree on that one.
Private
Auto
health
insurance, however, you kind of have to have that for the other person.
Right back to the game.
Which kind do we have in the game?
You have Dungeon Master insurance,
Cleric
Ah,
insurance.
and that
credit
too.
insurance. We don't
Cleric
have.
Good.
insurance.
Well, we do
And there
have
is
a
a
cleric.
premium for their Dungeon Master insurance where you get more things the more you pay.
So just like it. All right.
Exactly. At
Unicorn.
least with regular DM's insurance, you understand what you're getting at the front end. And you understand that if you pay a little bit more, you know
You get
also more what you're
premium.
getting.
You get
Yeah,
premium
exactly. You get
DM
the
insurance.
premium version of DM's insurance, which is also called bribing, but we'll just call it premium DM insurance.
Yeah. It's to ensure your character doesn't die in some random TPK.
Or to ensure that if your character wants something, anything in the world, you can tie that to a financial incentive.
Or you could just immediately use it up at the very first session.
Oh, but you can bribe more throughout the game.
Oh yeah. Like I said, it's premium.
Yeah, you have to pay it.
And
It's
instead of monthly, you could do it at the time that you want it.
yeah. So make payments when you need,
Technically.
when you can, basically.
Exactly. It's very, very lenient on it on the
Very
premium
flexible, man. Wow.
Very. So what? Are fairies in charge of this insurance now?
No,
I'm not
I
giving
wouldn't
them
say
money.
that a fairy is in particular, unless you're talking about like Jorgen von Strangle. But yeah,
Strangle. Wow. Note to self, make that a character.
So now that we've angered the old lady and Asti brought his woman back,
Again.
you guys have a
Wait.
choice. You can go check around in the bazaar. You can go to the Coliseum and fight some shit. Which, if you go to the Coliseum and fight some shit, I'm just gonna skip out on the King's Speech and call it an end of the day and end of session. Because by the time we get done, a couple of encounters, because there will be a couple.
let's just hit the King's Speech then.
Yeah.
So I just parked at home. It'll give me a couple of minutes, and then I'll be able to hop into Roll20.
Just in time for the King's Speech.
Wait, so we throwing hands or are we listening to a speech?
And we're going to listen to
It's
a
up to
speech.
you.
Listen to a
guys.
speech. We might end up throwing hands depending how things go there.
Yeah.
Oh, like throw hands during the speech?
Hey, you know what might happen? There could be assassins or something that show up and try to kill the king.
No.
Or dissenters. protesters.
Look, the king's a dragon. He's too powerful.
The king
What's
has
that?
instilled enough fear that even dragons are kind of respectful towards him. So
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not
Like-
saying they'd be smart assassins, mind you, but you know.
Yeah, I could kill a dragon.
the king doesn't like, as far as like knowledge base for you guys to understand, the king doesn't rule with fear in particular. It just naturally comes because of the achievements that he's done.
He has this natural something about him.
Yeah, like imagine going against a guy who's basically taken on an entire army, and then basically that's the type of level that not only through legend, which is more fictional than not, but even then, like there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
So through rumor and legend and also action, he has gained enough respect and fear to basically say, yeah, no, if you don't want things to burn an entire country down, do not target this guy unless you are ready for it. And by that, I mean you have to have a fucking army. There is a reason why he kind of rules the land, but only really stays in his kingdom. He does a couple of things outside the kingdom, but outside that, he really lets the other areas, such as the Dwarven Mountains and the Elvish Forest, he kind of lets them go. He doesn't really interfere with their, things, and dislikes being basically the place where people gather, and sets it up that way as a sanctuary for trade and how do you put it? Invention and what's another word that I'm looking for? Basically elevating society. It's why he kind of keeps his rule to just the kingdom instead of, or just the city and the central hub, as opposed to going out and trying to expand his tendrils everywhere. In essence, he doesn't seek war, he just fights it.
Yeah. I don't start wars, I end them.
Yeah, that's the way that he's going about it, and his son is basically following that principle as well. Well, both his children are. One through diplomatic and like the political reigns, and the other through actual war style, like tactical battle. In essence, both people are basically split extremes of him. And he's struggling to be able to place one heir over the other as far as being able to settle things in a more basically ensuring that the rule is going to be as stable as when he's ruling, because he does both sides but not very well. Well, to a good point, but now he has two children that are basically extremes on his end, where one's extremely political and diplomatic and the other is extremely battle hardened and battle ready. So being able to keep both of them in a means of being able to balance out the kingdom that he has is what he's struggling with, without them trying to take one side over the other. Outside that, you guys want to hear the king's speech, which I don't have one fully prepared, but I can get basically the gist down. It's not going to be something so
If you want,
enthusiastic.
I would say if you want time to prepare the speech, I say we do that another time, and then we just go do the encounter.
Yeah, I mean, I can have him basically do a speech later. If anything, I can say that something came up and that the rest of the day will be basically a fireworks festival. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The rest of the day is going to basically the chancellor will come out and address the crowd saying something came up. Um, the king apologizes for not being able to come out and address the crowd. However, something of great dire importance came up. Something about the Oh, right. No, that's where I want to go with it because it opens up another means. There has been an emergency in the northern mountains in which the king has been requested. Something is stirring. Another ancient evil has awoken in the northern mountains, and the king has went with his son to go and take care of
Well,
such a threat to protect the land. So unfortunately, he's not able to address the crowd, but he will be back later to address the rest of the kingdom.
Dun dun dun.
Plot twist.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because this isn't a king who sends other people to do all the fucking heroic work unless they want to, and even then, it's a very, very huge application.
so he can do
Entering into roll 20. I don't have my character sheet up yet.
Oh,
that's
that's fine. Outside that, the chancellor doesn't look at all worried. He basically says, "I'm not totally abreast of the situation, but as of right now, he has been required to reapply seals to make sure that this hideous evil does not break out from the northern mountains." Um,
Oh man, a battalion of humanoid seals.
Also,
an army of clowns.
um, the lead representative from the Elvish Forest and both leads of the family of assassins have been also requested to go in and um, fix the situation.
And sheets up. I'm ready.
Woo.
Even though I'm
Outside that, please enjoy the rest of the festival. There's nothing to be alarmed about.
Which means there totally is.
The chancellor kind of waves a piece of paper, and it does have the king's seal on it, as if it wasn't that big of an issue. He said that he'd be back in about 2 weeks after everything has been prepared, and if there's any additional help, that the chancellor will be out here to request help from other clans. The chancellor himself kind of looks like more nervous that he has to address the crowd than nervous that the king is embarking on a dangerous quest and he's left no one to take over the nobility because his daughter's still there. He makes another side note for the other nobles that are out there. He says, if anyone has any needs for the king or the nobility, the princess is still here. And then he kind of flips over another page, yada, 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 address all inquiries to the princess. He kind of looks bored as he's reading through, rehearsing his script out loud to the rest of the people, completely unprofessionally. And then at the end, he says, that's it. enjoy the rest of the festival, guys. And then he kind of walks away, turns around, goes back, and then the fireworks go off. Yay!
You hit the panic fireworks button.
No, it's just something that was scheduled to actually go off, and
Oh yeah.
after the king gave his speech, but he figured, you know what, okay, let's just make the night beautiful. Why not? And after that, a couple of banners drop, some birds and doves and stuff like that get flown away. A dragon looms over the city, or not looms, but flies over the city. A
What color
very
dragon?
familiar dragon, a blue one to be specific.
Not again. Anyway.
Chorus kind of shoots some side eye to Gargax.
Oh, what? How did I get here?
Hold up. Are you talking about the blue dragon that we saw way early in the campaign?
Yeah.
How is he here at the festival?
Maybe he's here celebrating.
He flew.
You think that the king wouldn't call in a couple of people who reside in his town or in his kingdom to make himself look good?
Well, no, I get that, but isn't that blue dragon a bad guy? So why would the king call?
No. He's just naturally selfish and very tyrannical in himself. But when there's something that's more powerful than him, decides to come in and say, hey, yo, listen, you might have the arrogance of a fucking bull, but I've got the power of a fucking god. Yeah, he kind of shuts up and knows that if I want to live, I've got to kind of abide by a couple of rules.
Well, at this point, we would beat his ass if he tried to throw hands with us.
In a nice, very nice, professional
Yeah.
manner.
Because like I remember you saying that if we had fought him back then, it would have been a very, 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 very difficult battle, but we could potentially win. Now it'd probably be fucking easy as shit.
Probably. He's still technically a young adult, a young dragon, so yeah, probably. Back then, there were 6 of you. I nerfed his HP by 50%, and he was a young dragon, and basically the
He don't
CR
want smoke.
equivalent to a level 6. Could hit like a CR9, but HP wise, he was at a level 6, and you guys were all at level 4. And there were 6 of you. So it would have been a very difficult fight. One of you probably would have died, but you could have survived. But you guys could have gotten through it.
Yeah, now he don't want the smoke. We'd probably smoke his ass in less than fucking one round.
No, it would take you a couple of rounds to do it. Dragons are in no way dumb. They're arrogant.
Oh, I know they're not dumb. I'm aware of that.
He's still got like what? What's the oldest of you?
Actually,
That'd
I
be
know the
Gargax.
oldest.
Character?
I
Or
know,
Spike.
it's not mine. My character's about, well, I guess now 22.
Gargax is probably the oldest here, considering.
I don't
Wait, how old's
know.
the dwarf?
That's why I asked Spike, like, how old's your character?
Dwarf was like 130.
230?
Yeah.
That's young for a dwarf. Let's be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But as far as like years, the dragons maybe got 300 years on the oldest of you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Actually, I think maybe Grimm's character might have been the oldest when she was around.
Yeah, but I mean,
And I think Lorathana is like 50?
Not to speak ill of somebody who can't defend themselves, but until Grimm apologizes, I'm basically just
Retcon.
how to say retconning her entire character out of the storyline.
That's
Like I hate to say it and I hate to be that way, but she left throwing the entire thing out, attacking people, and to my knowledge, not apologizing, and made a whole scene. And unlike her sister Jay Lee left and was respectful about it, and that's why I kept the door open for her. Grimm was the exact opposite. There's a big difference.
well, we don't need to delve too deep into that.
I'm not trying
publicly.
to. That's why I said I didn't want to go into that particular situation. But at this point in time, like you can't just leave a session and then fucking attack people and talk shit behind their backs. Sorry, you just can't do that. You keep your opinions and your comments to yourself. Talk to people who are not affiliated with the session and stuff like that, and don't let it get back to my ears, because that's like complete and utter disrespect to me and the rest of you guys, and that's not right. I'm not going to invite somebody back who has done that, because if they happen to leave again, then I'm sorry, I'm not welcoming that hostility back to my table.
Okay, not to derail that, but you're kind of dwelling on it, and that's giving it more life and embers. So let's move on, if that's okay.
Yep.
All right, so we killed the clown. The king's speech has been canceled.
No. We did not kill the clown. You killed the clown.
You killed a clown.
You killed a clown and opened up an arc that I want to explore. So yeah.
I killed nothing. I just took
Clowns
out the
versus
trash.
Space
Well,
clowns versus demon mimes. Let's go.
No, they're just regular mimes.
Oh,
Technically,
See, the
you
mimes
hugged
think that the
him.
mimes honest to goodness, think that they're basically just fighting to figure out who the better entertainer is. Whereas the clowns, some of them are just regular clowns, but some of them are space clowns, and you can't tell the difference. So the best course of action is just to exterminate them all.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Like the goblin clown back at the town. He was just a regular clown, but Spike couldn't take the risk.
No. Suffer not a clown to live.
All right. So with that out of the way, because again, I don't have this big, huge speech ready, and I figured why not open something up like that?
Yes.
Pandora's box of things that you guys could also explore if you wanted to, because you haven't went to the Northern Mountains. You haven't went to the forest either, but you haven't went to the Northern Mountains either.
Northern Mountains. My, those mountains look quest-worthy.
Yeah. I mean, basically the Northern Mountains are basically ruled by the dwarves, and the forests are ruled by the elves, because stereotypes are a thing.
Yeah.
You.
Stereotypes are good to a degree.
The Western Rolling Plains are ruled by mostly tribes. Like, there's tribes of goblins, tribes of orcs, which the one, and a couple of villages here and there, one of which the party has encountered a lich. And one settlement that has been basically linked to the town to make a more easy access to that area, because the mining for certain material over there is actually better compared to the Northern Mountains. In the west, there's gold.
Money.
Yeah.
Well, we have to wait. Can we buy our own fireworks to play with? or do we have to
No, I
steal
think
them?
a lot of the fireworks had to come from up north in the mountains because of all the because of the conditions it takes to make the black powder is all mostly done up north.
Understandable. Understandable.
And basically everything as far as fireworks, with the exception of a couple of sparklers and things for regular people, have been basically bought out by the kingdom.
Can't wait till you guys discover antimatter.
But yeah. Outside that leaves the Coliseum open for you guys. That leaves a couple of stalls open for you guys. It leaves whatever you guys want to do individually open for you guys. Um, let's see. Outside that, you know, you guys are watching all the fireworks and stuff like that, and a couple of people walk up to you. Let me see. Alice definitely walks up and greets the party.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, says, "Oh, well, if it isn't Leon and the rest of his friends, how are you guys doing?"
Who the hell is Leon?
Wait, are we seeing that fucking chick that was obsessed with Corp?
Yep.
I'm gonna say, hey, Leon has been just gushing all about you.
Hey, what are you doing, cat?
I thought you said you didn't lie, Bard.
This is called being. This is called like who says I'm lying? Maybe I'm just, you know, saying what you're thinking or expressing my opinion.
No, the word you're looking for is lying.
No,
Did
it's
you
also
say
called
that
just-
out loud in front of Alice, Leon?
All right.
Well, he's not
Right?
exactly the emotional type, is he?
I'm also it's also called being facetious and stirring up because I am a shit stirrer. I'm still
Alongside her, another familiar face of Corbin's walks up, and it's Julius.
I don't remember Julia.
Oh, really? Because he's basically the only bird folk that I've actually introduced
Yeah.
in this entire session.
How long ago was that?
It was when I was still regularly playing as
It was
Steve.
before my
So
time.
good.
Like
So like
literally last session?
so like 2 years ago. Wait, Julius was last session? I don't remember that.
Yes, he was talking to the bishop.
Oh, to be fair, that was session before last.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If
So
if
about
my
a month
character
ago.
wasn't present, if my character wasn't present for that, I probably wasn't paying attention.
Your character was present for that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Hey, Mr. Space Deer, how are you doing? As he
Back up,
said,
kitty.
was zooming
I
out
know you.
for the entire conversation. And he says, "Ah, Leon, was it? I was just talking to Alice here about a couple of other things concerning your father, and just wanted to get to know her before anything was decided by you."
Oh,
Well, in any case, your father has left your decisions completely up to you. He's been summoned, as it were.
by whom?
He looks around left and right, and one sec. You get a telepathic note in your head. And says, oh, like out loud, he says, oh, just a client.
I see.
In any case, how has the festivities gone with you? And the rest of the group?
Well, some of the others decided to partake in a bit of, shall we say, drinking.
Oh, that sounds fun. I've been wanting to drink with you guys for a very long time. It seems like you guys would be a blast to hang out with.
You did
Well-
indeed miss out on some fun the other night.
That's just too bad. It's
I don't think
unfortunate that
you'd
I'm
survive.
just so
I'm
busy.
sorry.
I'd love to be able to hang out with you guys more. Lee, Bird seems upstandingly chipper and very charismatic.
Don't worry, that attitude would change if the bard were to vomit on you.
That was
Isn't that
accident.
right, Isabel?
Sorry, I was yawning.
It's not my fault she turned me. She didn't turn me in the wrong direction because only reason nobody else vomited on her is because she turned them away after learning her lesson with me.
You make it sound like they would want to vomit on her.
Maybe they would. I don't know.
No.
I'm not here to kink shame.
Oh God.
The
No.
only one in this group that has expressed any interest in Isabel romantically is you. Well, and there's the Minotaur. Kind of.
Not romantically.
More so you.
Not really. Not romantic. Just for ass.
Sounds like it would have been a blast.
That's-
I really do regret not being able to spend more time with you guys.
What does she want? She's all
Was it in character, out of
apologies.
character?
In character. What does she want? Obviously something. She's getting at something.
And he's just talking with you guys and Corbin. In any case, Alice, we had some things to discuss. Shall we be on our way? He kind of holds out his arm. And she grabs a hold of it. And she's like, yes, please tell me more stories about Leon. And Julius says, oh, I would gladly tell you more about his exploits. Would you like to hear what happened when he and I were kids? And then they both kind of just walk away as she seems very excited about hearing all of the embarrassing stories that he would have to tell about you, Corbin.
Corbin just kind of stands there expressionless.
Strange people. You guys have met some strange people.
Yeah. Also opens up the path of, he said something very, very, very noteworthy there about how he knew Corbin since he was a kid.
Is he lying? I bet he's lying.
In any case, let's see, it is getting to be about that time. I don't want to keep people up. I know it's extraordinarily short, but the next session, we're going to wrap this one up. Next session is going to be something that you guys request, like normal, where you guys request what you guys want to do. I know it's been short, been more role play heavy and stuff like that. I just don't want to tie people up, and I wanted to end this festival because I'm running out of things for you guys to be honestly
Legit.
railroaded into. Tried to keep it open ended so that you guys could do what you want to do. I don't have a lot on plan. Kind of was hoping that you guys had some things you wanted to do on your own, but it's already 11 o'clock for me, and I don't want to keep people up. And I need to get a couple of things organized for you guys for the next adventure and next mission for you guys' partaking. Uh, you guys have basically till the 10th to get me in the know of what you guys want to do as far as like a group mission. But outside that, I hope you guys had a wonderful session and a wonderful year of D&D, and I hope there's more to come.
Yay! More clowns to kill.
Oh,
More
there's
clowns to kill.
definitely more to. There's definitely more to Coom. I mean,
Well, there are the memes.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got some good like as far as personal matters on my end. I've got some good information about my aunt. There's a potential that her cancer is going to go into remission, and that's the hope.
that's good.
But as far as right now, her pancreas is never going to be operable. So if it doesn't go into remission, that's where it becomes extremely bad news. So the hope is that it goes into remission, but I might need some time personally before I can do a lot if it comes to flat out bad news. So I'm letting you guys know ahead of time on that one. But
That's
the hope is
understandable.
that yeah, the hope is that she goes into remission and she's got a long, semi-healthy life ahead of her. But as far as like this, the speck in her lung, that's gone. But she's got 4 more treatments of radiation, and then if that doesn't send her into remission, then that's it. Enough about that bad news, because I can't talk about that anymore. I can't. I can't. I'm not emotionally ready for that. Any thoughts or criticisms or anything like that on the campaign as it stands? I've left a bunch of things for you guys to go explore. There's Asti's route. If you guys want to go collectively go into that, you could go collectively go into the silly mime versus clown route. You can go into the figuring out what the ancient evil is up in the northern mountains.
Well, the
The
brothel definitely has to happen. Like that has to be brought to a close.
Yeah, and that's I am going to tie in a couple of things with that as far as like questions that are up right now. But I wanted to leave a couple of things for you guys to explore that wasn't exactly forced upon you and not too time sensitive. I don't like time sensitive shit because I've had DMs that basically made it seem like if you don't do this shit now, then the whole world will end.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
like
agree with
doing
that.
that. I hate doing that. So I don't try to tie time sensitivity to something that's important. So I leave the whole world for you guys to explore. And things that are time sensitive, if that's not something that you guys as a party want to actually go and explore, I have ways of being able to solve that without affecting the campaign too heavily. Like, I had a whole war going on in the background while you guys were doing what you were doing.
Well,
Outside that,
I can't.
Go
I
on.
was, I was just about to say I can't speak for anybody else. I know that Asti would love to get to his character's backstory. But I will say the matter with the king disappearing into the north has kind of piqued my interest. So I might put in a vote for that, but if the majority rules that we do something else, I'm also okay with that.
And you guys have an entire month, and make sure that Jay Lee's up on the up and up as well. Because I don't know if I will, but you guys have an entire month to basically decide what you guys want to do. But I need to know at least 2 weeks before, or at least a week before session starts, so that I can put in
I'll
the
be right
time and
back. I have to
effort
go to the bathroom.
get at least a day's worth of or a session's worth of content for you guys.
I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom. Hopefully, that's enough time to finish up memes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say just now because I know that my months are going to be incredibly busy. But if you guys are leaning towards one particular element, then stick it in the chat somewhere and tag me in it so that I know. Because, yeah, Jai's just not had any time to themselves. Apart from today.
Wait, who's not had any time to themselves?
Me. Like this month
Also,
and
Zero,
last
I
month
do
have been a
apologize about
nightmare.
not being able to get you in here. You came in kind of late, and we started.
No,
really
I know. I'm just gonna meme about it. That's all.
Hey, I involved you.
I didn't
Well,
even get. He tried. You tried, but then everyone was like, "Nah."
no, and like I said, it was going to be a relatively short session anyway, and we started extraordinarily late. I even said that the cutoff time was going to be around 11 o'clock anyway. Which is why I opted for an earlier start time. I suggested 7. Asti said he wasn't going to be able to make it, so I moved it to 8. And Asti still didn't make it till 9:30. So, yeah, I do apologize. I tried to get a couple of things out there for you. I opened up a couple of things for you guys to explore as a party. A silly route, which I will probably have going on. Honestly, that sounds like a really good route I want to explore too. I want to explore the whole thing, but I think I'll keep that like a little bit more like on the less times constraint and just pepper that in through the rest of the campaign. Because it just sounds awesome. Sounds like whenever I don't want to take the campaign seriously, I could just lean into that. And by that, I'm not trying to say that it's not serious at all, but it sounds like something that I can explore and have fun with.
The clowns are attacking! The clowns are attacking!
Sit there and make clowns, but instead of like the regular hairdo that they have, it's just in reverse color and make them anti-clowns.
Oh no, anti-clown. They're so unfunny.
Ready the anti-clown artillery!
Not even trying to be funny. They're like, I don't remember what the guy's name is, but do you know the guy who's like really, really monotonous and did the Clear Eyes commercial?
That'd be Ben Stein.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fine.
Sit there and
Now,
just
have
be like,
I ever told you
instead of
about
a
this?
balloon animal, they just blow up a balloon and it's like, here you go,
Although,
snake.
to be fair, Ben Stein is actually funnier than clowns.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he is.
I'm just going off of the monotonous tone that he had during the Clear Eyes commercial, okay? don't get me wrong. If you can, like, monotonous is like extraordinarily funny, but you have to be extraordinarily talented to do it. That's why I
Wait.
said that they're so unfunny that they circle around to being funny. Like I said, they blow up a balloon animal. They don't do any kind of folding or anything. They just blow up one of those lines and it's like, here you go, it's a snake. Without any facial expression whatsoever. Instead of pulling out a hammer out of their bowler hat, they just go into their backpack, pull out like an actual carpenter hammer, and then just.
Okay, so it's not the typical like clown. We're talking about Terrifier clown.
No,
talking
like
for.
we're talking about so anti-funny that they circle around to being funny. Like the magical kind of things that you would get
Oh yeah,
from like a
yeah.
regular like a clown or whatever, like all the the ooh and the all and
Now
the
gather
sort of
around so
like
I can tell you
spectacle.
the long and terrible history of the
Exactly.
last dwarven king of Exandria. It all
Exactly. Like
began
yeah,
68
exactly. They
years
just go
ago, which is
fully
not a
monotonous,
nice
fully
number.
anti-funny that they circle around to being funny, but only in their own special way. Where like some of the magical and kind of like entertaining acts that a regular clown would do to try and mystify everybody, the anti-clown would come in and just like spoil the entire thing, like pulling out a rubber mallet. Instead of that, the guy just the anti-clown would just be like, let me go into my tool belt. This is what we call a sledgehammer. And he pulls out an actual sledgehammer. I was going to get a cream pie, but the price of cream is way too expensive and I can't afford that on my salary.
I got one more of this kind of, then I got a meme on something else.
I think I'll introduce that. That's going to be, oh yeah. Foz,
Yeah,
thanks for bringing such an interesting character to my campaign because I'm totally going to roll with it now.
you're
Pun
welcome.
intended.
Oh no.
Well, I was half expecting Spike to with his high-fiving the mime to accidentally do Battle Ranger damage.
That would be terrible.
I just wonder how he's going to try and differentiate between, well, no. Obviously, the anti-clowns are going to look a little bit different.
Clowns are
And by that I
clowns.
My
mean
question:
significant
how
amount
are
different.
mimes going to be able to communicate with each other? They can't speak.
They're
Mimes?
mimes.
Yeah. They just know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's fair.
You don't question their
Or
mimely
could have
ways.
they could end up having some form of telepathy.
Entirely possible.
Yeah, they all just took like a couple levels in like what, Warlock or some other magical class, and now they have the capability of telepathy. Mimes are just illusionist sorcerers, guys.
That is true.
It's gonna be fun. I'll make next year a lot more fun and hopefully a little bit more consistent. I know life happens and stuff like that, and I have my rule of if 2/3 of the party isn't, or if more than a third of the players drop out, then the session is canceled. And I keep that rule so that I'm not nerfing content for you guys. Because I struggle to keep things challenging but not overwhelming for you guys. And there's a fine line between the two.
I see. I see.
Oh, Pops, how much progress have you made to my novella?
I've been super busy. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but work has had me on edge lately with my fucking promotion.
Hmm.
And I've been trying to bust my ass over there. Like quite literally, tomorrow's my day off, and I opted to go into work so that I can get to know the new supervisor that's over there. So that if things happen the way that I'm hoping that they happen, where I become basically assistant for both night shift supervisors, um, I can get in and get clued in for how to put it, basically a fill-in supervisor role.
Ah.
So I've been dedicating a lot of time to work, and I've been doing a couple of things on the side, such as electrical work and oil changes, because I don't really do anything else on other people's cars because it's just too much time. I could get an oil change for like $16 done in like 45 minutes. Not even really that. Maybe it takes me about a half hour to do an oil change.
Okay,
And
thank you,
that's without
Shane.
any kind of lifts or anything like that. I just drive up on my two little ramps that I own. And then just do the work myself. Well,
Sorry about that. That ended up being you beat me to it. Yeah, it ended up being some Ragnarok.
All right, meme time. Chop chop. You don't have to push talk.
All right. Knock up random noble chick. Tell her to go see Mercury should things go pear shaped. Forget to tell Mercury about her. Forget to tell Mercury about her. Let's see. I did not fucking run from the consequences of my actions.
Well, that's worse of
I
them catching
clearly-
up to you.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know. Let's see. And also it's worth noting that Mercury never said anything about somebody coming and claiming to be, you know, or using my name in general. Let's see. Sierra drowning, random women in small towns he wants to sleep with, and Asti. I mean, hey, I wasn't tied down yet. See. See, Asti after completely forgetting about it. I never fucking forgot about it. The only thing that I, as a player, forgot was her fucking name. But now I know.
What's her name?
Sierra.
Good, good. You
Never
passed
got
the
a last
test.
name. I'll say that. I never got a last name that I know of. And I don't even think Pops mentioned a last
Why
name.
don't you give her yours?
You
About
didn't-
time you
never
settle
asked.
down.
You never
That is
asked,
true, I
and
never-
I'm not going to give the party information they don't ask for.
No, I know. Well, I mean, let's be honest, we were at
It's
a
the same
party.
thing with Bjorn. Or not Bjorn. What the fuck? With Rook. Bjorn was somebody else. Bjorn was a character I made a long time ago in another campaign. I don't know why I brought him up. It's the same thing with Rook. The only reason why you guys don't know his real name is because you never asked.
Honestly, not really important in my opinion. to know his real name.
Nah.
Let's see, Asti promising help. My job here is done. Sierra, but you didn't do anything. Asti going on an adventure. Technically, I did do something. I just forgot to do the other part of it and tell Mercury.
You failed to set the plan in motion.
Asti's for planning, horniness, and oh, wait, isn't my wisdom at 10?
Is
9.
it?
I don't have my sheet up right now. All right, Mercury and Asti's plan he didn't tell her about. See, Chancellor, when he hears he has to talk to the people in place of the king. Like, yeah, like, what? Mimes when Spike kills a clown. I mean,
I like how on stream you almost went for a high five. You wanted to kind of give the Mimes a high five yourself.
Gargax when he finally joins and the DM ends early before he can RP. Days without Gargax RPing. Gargax RPing with the party. Sabrina. Wait, what are you talking about, Sheba? Oh, and Girls Frontline too? Welcome in, Perfect Werecat.
Kitty Chan.
Let's see. Gargax gets to the play session. Pops. Yeah. I didn't know how to read that because it's just literally, him throwing the paper.
I remember
Clown.
that one.
Clown. Memes suck.
Mimes.
Spike. Clown. Mimes rule?
This clown is going to be hugged to death.
Oh, clown. So it's clown hating on mimes. Okay, I get it.
Right.
Took me a
And,
second.
suffer not a clown to live, so clown doesn't know what he did wrong. He just was a clown.
All right. I'm just going to hop into Roll20 to RP and the session's over. Poor Zero. He was so young. Hey there, I'm going to kill you all with my army of evil space clowns. Well, that should be more like Spike, and also you misspelled Umbral.
Right.
But that should really realistically say Spike. Bard's only going to go help if drunk and bored or something. Pop's next quest, free hugs. Yeah, fuck. That's creepy as shit, just saying. That looks creepy as fuck. See, Pops. All right, get lost, Alia. You're fired. Go on, scram. Pops. Other interesting characters. Other interesting guests. Get out of here, you moochers. That's right. Keep moving. Pops. Except you. You stay. Clowns versus mimes.
That's totally what's going on.
I've known it
so
all
I forgot to hit the
along.
recording for that one, so I'll have to download this VOD.
Dude, you
know what? I'll
forget,
put what
I'm a dungeon master with the player's perspective. I know what's honestly the best fucking quest for people to go on, okay? You're not gonna go for the intriguing fucking, shit with political intrigue. No, you want space clowns versus mimes.
Mime defense. The Earth's ultimate defense. Mimes.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Good memes tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to post that bundle up there.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's a really good bundle. $44 or $45 for like the entire Worm series. That's on Steam.